What an amazing match, and you've got to wonder, had there been no Michael Judas here, could Ashton Starr right now once again be the SHW champion?
Listen to this crowd, showing their love for Ashton.
Oh, no! Wait a minute!
Ashton Starr just laid out Susie in the center of the ring. What did we just see?
What just happened?
Ashton Starr is a kooky character. To me, Ashton Starr is a safety blanket. Ashton Starr is a person that growing up, I always aspired to want to be. Ashton Starr is confident, he's strong, he believes in himself. He's pretty much the things that I wasn't growing up. Originally, I was born in Washington, D.C. My mom and myself and my brother moved down to Georgia, I want to say maybe late 1999, early 2000. I also know that my mom was about making life good for us. Not that we came from a hard life, but she wanted to make sure that our lives were better than, you know, how most people's lives in D.C. wound up. But she always went out her way to make me feel comfortable. It's something I always appreciated, because she could see that I was a low self-esteem kid. I was kind of more to myself and wasn't as outgoing and didn't have that many friends. So my mom made sure that I was never made to feel any less different or any less important than anyone else. Even though at the time, I didn't realize how different I was. I always kind of knew, even from an early age, that wrestling was what I wanted to do. I think it was the SmackDown where Randy Orton debuted. I think was the first time I remember watching it, and then watching it on a regular basis from then on and then on and then on. Booker T was my favorite. Jacqueline, I think, is the greatest women's wrestler ever. And those were the people that I watched and I could really relate to, because I mean, they're brown like me, and they're strong, they're confident. That's the kind of resemblance that I wish I had. And then I was like, somehow I'm gonna end up doing that. I remember the first day I popped into WWA 4 in Atlanta. It was in this grunge little spot off of Fulton Industrial Boulevard, and it was behind a strip club called Club Wax. And it smelled like ass all the time. So I take that first bump, and apparently it was a great bump, but I didn't get up. They were just like, "Are you good? Are you all right?" And I was like, "Yep," and they were just like, "Roll out." It was something I craved. It's like getting a tattoo. Like, yeah, it hurts a little bit, but you fall in love with it. You want to do it more.
Appears to be in big trouble now.
I remember my first match at that school was against Baron Black, January 1st of 2014. I was never told, because I was told that Baron was going to win the match. And during the match, had the backslide. He had it on me. Then he turned it on me and then did it to where I had him, and 3 count. And I was like, what? I was so scared. I've never been so scared. And I just hurried up and got out. And that was my first experience with a match, was being so scared because I won and I didn't think I was supposed to.
Here's your winner, Ashton! Wow, what an upset, folks, unbelievable.
And my mom was there and she'll be like, "Let's go, Terry." Ah, damn it. Yeah, that was my first little bit of wrestling. Some years ago on, I started doing some indie shows here and there, not many. Then it was about 2015, I remember having experience at a show to where I was new. And you know, when you're new, you're respectful. The thing to do is walk up and shake hands and say hi and hug people. I was doing my rounds, and I went to shake one guy's hand, and he literally just looked at me and then just moved on. And I was like, okay, I guess we're back in high school with wrestling. I remember I went and had my match, And when I got back from my match, all my stuff was thrown all over the place. Gear was like outside, like in the parking lot, like in the back where like the guys would come in. I was like, maybe it's because I'm new. I was like, and they don't know me. And I was like, okay, cool, this is hazing or whatever. But then I had another experience at a different show a few months later. Another wrestler who I guess got to the show late comes in and tries to say hi. And then they say hi to the two guys I'm talking with, and they don't even acknowledge me. They just walked off. Management came to me one time and said, hey, we've been told if someone feels uncomfortable that you're in the locker room, and we have to ask that you get changed in the bathroom, and we'll send your match in there to go over it with you. It was like, oh. I was like, was it something that I did or said? And it was like, no, they didn't say what it was. They just said they were uncomfortable. I know what that means. Like, I know what that means. I'm not an idiot, but you know, I was new. So I just got changed in the bathroom, and it's something that even though, I don't know, to this day, I still get changed in the bathroom. So 2016, Fox is doing a really good job at helping us all with getting to the next level. I remember training alongside people like AC Mack and David Ali and Tommy Maserati, Alan Angels, a few other people. And so the matches got better, and I think that was what really helped me to get better.
Oh, God!
I remember in 2017, I got a message from a guy named Rick Cataldo at the time about doing an LGBTQ show. Especially since only prior to that is when I finally told my mom. She needed me to come over, and I said, okay, but I'm bringing somebody with me. That experience was crazy. I went over with my boyfriend at the time and kind of just sat in the living room, and I couldn't even start talking. I just started crying. And she was like, she goes, instant mom mode, what's wrong? And I was crying, and I couldn't stop crying. Oh God, don't you do it to me right now. I'm sorry. I just told her something that at that point I had been hiding for, like, I think at that time, 22 years. And I just told her, I was like, Mom, I'm gay. And I was so scared, and it was so weird because you hear of all the horror stories, and you know, I know people who have had those stories, and my mom just looked at me and was like, it's okay, I know. And she was like, I know. We kind of just started crying like this. We kind of just started crying, and then she goes, you want to go get tacos? That is my soldier right there. That is my #1 supporter. And that's my hero. Got there, they advertised I was wrestling Sunny Kiss, and I love Sunny Kiss. Wrestling Sunny was special. That was the first time I wrestled somebody who I felt understood me, knew where I was coming from, somebody that I could sympathize with if I wanted to because they related to me.
I absolutely love my match at A Matter of Pride with Ashton. I think that was one of the first times that I felt like an instant chemistry with another person in the ring. Like there was just this total connection that just totally clicked. And I just love watching Ashton work and getting to work with him and knowing that we had a lot in common and that we understand each other, and like just the way like the way the whole match flowed, like it just felt really good. And even to this day, I watch that match back every now and then, and I'm just like, wow, like look at how much we've grown. But Ashton, like pun intended, is a legit star.
That match was so much fun. And that's when I think I truly developed the true Ashton Starr character from experiencing those shows. Realizing, you know what? Everything they get accused of or everything that has been labeled upon me, I'm gonna reflect it in this gimmick, but this gimmick's gonna be a badass. Ashton Starr was confident, had a personality, was willing to go toe-to-toe with anybody, didn't care. Got my hater blockers on, got my jacket on. I'm literally the captain of my own ship, and can't nobody tell me shit. My gimmick is that I am the rock star, and you have to pay attention to me now.
Thought I told you, I don't have anything in my locker room. There is no Krispy Kreme in there. I don't even have a trailer.
I think it's best if you just weren't there at the next show. I'm sorry, it's not me, it's you.
Well, goodbye. You'll be fine, just remember. Okay, bye. Okay.
I was staying with somebody that, you know, I trusted and I thought was cool. Somebody that I looked up to in the business. And while staying there, I was just bumming on their recliner chair. He was like, hey, if you don't want to sleep in here, you don't have to. You can come sleep in my room. And I was like, no, I'm okay. Then he was like, no, you don't have to stay out here. It's cold. Then it was like, you can sleep in my bed. And I was like, no, thank you. And then I turned and I looked, and this person is like completely like naked, and I've never been so uncomfortable. This person's much older. I want to say at their time nearing their mid-50s, and he would like start like rubbing like the shoulders and was like offered, I'm trying to find the appropriate way of saying it, but offered a service repeatedly and wanted to kind of make me feel like, well, since he was letting me stay there, that I like had to. And I, in the most awkward moment of my life, declined, and I was gone. I do not communicate with this person at all, and I'd rather not speak their name. It was weird. It was weird because you hear stories like that, but they're usually, unfortunately, amongst the women, and I've never thought I would ever experience a moment like that. Like, no, a lot of people don't know. I've told maybe 3-4 people, and my mom didn't even know up to this point. So this would be her first time hearing about it. It's gonna be a bit of a conversation. I think that's what really broke the comfortability for me, when I was like, you know what, that was the worst moment I had. And I was like, from this moment forward, I'm gonna make sure that I'm confident in anything that I do, any decisions that I make, any decisions towards my career, I was gonna make for myself, and I was gonna do it the way I wanted to do it. So I did. With help from Fox, I went on to do a few WWN shows. I appeared on a few Evolve shows as part of the Skulk, so I was kind of starting to get a little bit more exposure. I got to wrestle Effy for the Fest Championship. I think that match for me cemented who I wanted to be. Just like AWE helped me with getting myself out there, Southern Honor comes along.
Oh, but he got caught there. Look at this move.
I had seen him wrestling in other companies around Atlanta, and I knew he was one of the guys that I could build a company around.
I would go on and had matches with AC Mack, and then I got to wrestle my best friend and David Ali and DANI JORDYN, and I would get to continue to keep putting on all these super cool, fun matches.
What is happening? What in the world are we seeing? It's a dance-off. In the middle of the Rumblejack match? What is it? What's happening? Oh no, look out, Chip Everton is gone. Oh, he got eliminated by Ashton Starr. Oh my God.
That was someone that I could put on my back. He was someone that I could trust. I believe he's been on every single Southern Honor show, and he might be the only wrestler that has been. One of my favorite moments in Southern Honor history is when Ashton won the championship. I mean, the roar from the crowd.
Do the move, he needs to turn things around.
Oh no. Oh, big Hurricane Runner from the top. Top Fox's back is turned.
Come on, ref.
Turn around.
Turn around and see this.
Pierce right behind you there. Oh no, look out. Oh no,
Spinebuster.
a huge spine buster. Eddie, and now Corey Hollis going for the pin. Oh no.
Oh, it's just a finger on the rope.
Ashton Starr able to get a finger on the bottom rope. Just in time. What was the title? Where go? Quick roll. 2, 3. Oh, he did it. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
Ashton Starr is the new SHW.
We've got a new SHW champion.
Ashton Starr.
Ashton Starr.
The Prince of Petty.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
I finally won the Southern Honor Championship in 2020 in February for the February show. That was so much fun for all of the 30 minutes I had it. That was awesome. I had held a heavyweight title on a indie show before, but this time, this is the biggest show in the state, and you're gonna bestow your championship upon me. Like, that was amazing. Like, I don't care how long it was. It could have been for 2 seconds. I was a champion, and a lot of people cannot say that they were once a champion at one of the biggest shows in the state before. So, taking that off the bucket list.
The loyalty is shown to me in Southern Honor. To be able to be on every show, you know, those are things you don't find anymore in people. So he's a asset to Southern Honor that can't be replaced.
What can I say about Ashton Starr? I can say for a fact that I wouldn't have gotten to this point in my career if it wasn't for some of his friendship and some of his loyalty. Ashton is one of these guys that's so criminally underrated in the ring. It's sometimes nauseating how overlooked he is. Ashton he's gonna make it.
Then right after that, Billy Dixon gets together, puts the idea of Butch versus Gore, and I got to wrestle Trish Adora for the PAWDWC championship. And that match was fire, and I was like, finally, this year's gonna be mine. Then I started training at the Nightmare Factory, and they do awesome work there. QT and Carolyn were very welcoming and letting me go and train with them. And Carolyn, I have lost 41 pounds, and I'm so happy. The October of last year was the biggest month of news I think I got, but in like the best way. I had Big Gay Brunch at GCW, which was fantastic because we were supposed to have it during WrestleMania week, COVID again. So got to do that. I teamed up with AC Mack to go against the Sea Stars. And that was a good moment for me. I got a lot of attention from that. Right after that, PWI comes out. And PWI 500 is, I know a lot of people have been saying what they say about it, but whatever. To me, growing up, a wrestling fan, magazines, I knew what the PWI 500 was, and I entered for 2020 at 457. I was like, okay, I'm in the PWI 500, I'm being noticed, people are seeing me, I got it. Scratch another one off that bucket list.
Like, the world needs to see what this person is capable of because there's just nobody like him. And I think that any opponent that Ashton has, Ashton continues to elevate all of us. Like, and watching Ashton wrestle makes you want to step up your game, and it's like such a beautiful thing. And I just would love to see Ashton on a grander scale and doing amazing things. And I know it's gonna happen because he's determined. And like I said, he makes a person want to step their game up.
I can't believe Chris Jericho and Kenny Omega are in an SHW ring. This is insane.
Later on this month, we embark on a new journey that is All Elite Wrestling. But if it wasn't for All Elite Wrestling, if it wasn't for fans like you, and if it wasn't for a promotion like this, developing young and upcoming talents that indeed will debut for AEW.
Introducing first, at a combined weight of 567 pounds, the team of Ashton Starr and David Ali.
I love All Elite Wrestling. I love it so much. It was one of those things where I was like, okay, if I had a chance to go anywhere, I would be able to go here. So just to even have a moment to go to AEW or to even be thought of was awesome. Yeah.
Coming over the top, the tornado lands on his feet.
So I never thought that I would be in front of a camera to be broadcast for everyone to see on a large scale. Everyone made me feel so comfortable. I never felt out of place. I never felt in the way. It was a very home-like environment.
Ashton Starr being brought
Ashton's in trouble.
Oh!
Filmed the match, had so much fun, and it aired, and the reception I got from everyone was nothing I expected. I honestly was expecting so much hate. It was nothing but love. It was nothing but just the warmest reception from everybody, and I've never been so happy. I was like, it was validation, and it was everything that I had worked for. I was like, it's paying off. Now, here we are, January 2021, and I have a hardcore match Friday.
Well, it's a new...
What? Are those Legos?
It's not just any bag. It's Twisted Tea. There's another bag under the ring.
What is this gift bag from Susie now? Oh, no.
Oh my gosh.
The third one might be, on the
We almost forgot the Legos were there, but oh my God.
The big hip toss.
I'm so excited to the future. I'm so excited for the continued evolution. I'm excited for me. I just want to be better. I want to continue to grow. I want to continue to explore. I want to travel out of the country. I want to experience Impact, and I want to experience ROH and WWE, and I want to experience what it's like to continue doing GCW shows. I want to experience my LGBT locker rooms again. I want to continue to have David and Ryan and Owen Knight and Danny Jordan. Is it too big for your head? AC Mack and Orlando and Alan Angels. I want to continue to have them in my lives. I want to continue having us all lift and build each other up. You know, I want to continue being a Starrfire to my Raven and Ravenna Vane. I just want continued success. I mean, not just for me, but for everyone. And I want us all to win.
Every time this show's on.